Natural selection cannot create. Natural selection cannot create purposeful arrangements of parts, complex functionally specified information, irreducible functional complexity. Summary. Natural selection cannot create a purposeful arrangement of parts, b. complex functionally specified information, c. irreducible functional complexity. The presence of any of the three elements above is proof, beyond a reasonable doubt, of the presence of intelligent design. Introduction. The limits of natural selection. Why purpose, information, and complexity point to intelligent design. Natural selection is often presented as the mechanism through which complex biological features emerge, shaping organisms over time to adapt and survive. While natural selection plays a critical role in refining existing traits by favoring beneficial variations, it operates within clear limitations. Specifically, natural selection lacks the creative power to produce a purposeful arrangement of parts, b. complex functionally specified information, and c. irreducible functional complexity. These features are hallmarks of intentional design and cannot arise from selection alone. The presence of any one of these elements serves as strong evidence, beyond a reasonable doubt, for intelligent design. 1. Purposeful arrangement of parts. Purposeful arrangement of parts refers to the specific organization of components in a way that achieves a particular function or outcome. In systems that display purposeful arrangement, each part is essential to the system's function, working together in a coordinated manner to produce a specific result. Examples in technology include machines, engines, and computers, where components like circuits, gears, and processors are intentionally arranged to perform particular functions. Natural selection, however, is not a creative force. It merely selects from pre-existing variations within a population. It does not arrange parts purposefully but operates by favoring certain traits over others in a given environment. This selection process is passive. It does not set specific goals, and it has no foresight or plan. As a result, natural selection is limited to modifying traits that already exist rather than arranging parts to achieve novel functions. In biology, the purposeful arrangement of parts is clearly evident in complex structures like the vertebrate eye. The lens, retina, cornea, and optic nerve are precisely arranged to capture and process visual information. Each part plays an indispensable role in the system's function, and the removal of any single component disrupts the entire system. This purposeful configuration requires foresight, something natural selection lacks. Only intelligence, with the capacity to envision an end goal, can arrange parts with purpose and intention. 2. Complex functionally specified information, FSI. Complex functionally specified information, FSI, refers to information that is both intricate, complex, and directed toward a particular function, specified. DNA, for example, is rich in FSI, containing sequences that encode precise instructions for building proteins and regulating cellular processes. The arrangement of nucleotides in DNA is not random. It is highly specific and necessary for life functions, containing the information needed for growth, repair, and reproduction. Natural selection does not produce information, it only preserves advantageous traits. It operates on existing genetic material, selecting for beneficial mutations that enhance an organism's chances of survival. However, this process cannot generate the initial sequences of functionally specified information required for complex biological functions. Even with mutations, the probability of creating functionally specified sequences by random genetic changes is astronomically low. In information theory, we understand that specified information, such as computer code or language, always originates from an intelligent source. Random processes do not produce meaningful, purposeful sequences. The same principle applies to DNA. The FSI within genetic material reflects a level of specificity and purpose that cannot be achieved by natural selection or random mutations alone. The presence of FSI, therefore, is a clear indicator of intelligent causation, as it resembles other information systems we know to be the result of design. 3. Irreducible functional complexity. Irreducible functional complexity describes systems in which multiple interdependent parts must be present simultaneously for the system to function. In such systems, removing or altering any one part renders the system non-functional. The bacterial flagellum is a classic example of irreducible complexity. It operates as a rotary motor, requiring several protein components to work together to produce movement. If any part of this motor is missing or modified, the flagellum cannot function. Natural selection cannot account for irreducibly complex systems because it operates through gradual modifications, each of which must offer some selective advantage. However, in irreducibly complex systems, intermediate stages lack functionality and thus provide no advantage. Without fully formed, interdependent parts, the entire system has no purpose and is of no benefit to the organism. Therefore, natural selection cannot build these systems step by step. They require all parts to be assembled simultaneously. Intelligence, however, has the ability to envision and assemble fully functioning systems with interdependent components. When we encounter systems with irreducible complexity in human-made objects, such as car engines or electronic circuits, we recognize them as products of intentional design. The same reasoning applies to biological systems with irreducible complexity, which cannot arise through incremental, unguided processes. This feature, therefore, strongly points to an intelligent source. 4. Why natural selection falls short. Natural selection is a process that selects for advantageous traits within a population based on environmental pressures, but it has clear limitations. Lack of goal-directedness. Natural selection does not aim to achieve specific outcomes. It does not foresee future benefits or assemble parts with specific purposes in mind. As a result, it cannot account for purposeful arrangements. No capacity to generate new information. Natural selection does not create new genetic information. It works with variations that already exist, making slight modifications but unable to produce the complex, functionally specified information seen in DNA. Inability to form irreducibly complex systems. Natural selection requires each stage of an evolutionary process to be functional and advantageous. Irreducibly complex systems, however, only function as complete units. Partial forms would not offer survival benefits, making natural selection an ineffective means for generating such systems. In every context where we observe purposeful arrangement, complex specified information, and irreducible complexity, the source is consistently intelligence. We do not attribute these features to natural selection in human-made systems, and the same logic applies to biological systems. The limitations of natural selection confirm that it cannot create these features, further affirming that they are hallmarks of intelligent design. 5. Any of these features alone indicates design. The presence of any one of these three features, purposeful arrangement of parts, complex functionally specified information, or irreducible functional complexity, provides compelling evidence for design. Purposeful arrangement. Purpose requires intention and direction, qualities inherent to intelligence, not to blind processes like natural selection. Complex functionally specified information. Only intelligence produces complex, purposeful information, as seen in DNA. Random mutations and selection lack the creative power to generate new, functional information de novo. Irreducible functional complexity. Systems requiring all parts to be present from the start suggest intentional assembly, as natural selection cannot build functional units that rely on fully integrated, interdependent parts. In fields such as archaeology, forensics, and engineering, we routinely identify these indicators as the result of design. The same reasoning applies to biological systems that exhibit these features. Intelligence, not natural selection, is the only known cause capable of producing systems marked by purpose, specificity, and complex integration. 6. Conclusion. The necessity of intelligent design. Natural selection effectively explains minor adaptations within populations, but it lacks the power to create purposeful arrangements, specified information, or irreducible complexity. These features transcend the reach of selection and point unmistakably toward design. Recognizing these features as signs of intelligence is not an arbitrary decision, it is grounded in our consistent experience of how complex systems arise. Purpose, information, and irreducible complexity indicate design by intelligence, making the inference to intelligent design both rational and scientifically sound. This conclusion is beyond a reasonable doubt, as intelligence is the only known cause capable of producing systems with these distinct characteristics. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.